Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And for today's video, we are cooking another low carb, keto approved recipe. Today we are going to be making a low carb lasagna, but not just any lasagna. I had so many of y'all comment. Every time I make lasagna, I always get the comments of, you need to make lasagna with Egglife wraps. It is the absolute best noodle replacement that you're going to get on keto. And I have tried all types of noodle replacements, mostly a lot of veggies. My last video, I did eggplant for my noodle replacement. I have done like a broccoli bowl. I've done cabbage leaves, like laid them out, zucchini. I've tried all types of noodle replacements, but y'all always recommend for me to try the Egglife wraps as my lasagna replacement. So today we are going to be doing just that. I can't wait to give y'all's recommendation a try and see if these Egglife wraps really do lasagna justice. I cannot wait to give these a try, but let's go ahead and jump into today's video. We're gonna go ahead and start with the ingredients, and as always, the ingredients will be listed down in the description below if you need easy access to them. But we're gonna go in with 2 meats today. Usually what I go in with for a basic lasagna regardless, we're gonna go in with some mild Italian sausage. You could also do spicy if you want it a little bit spicy, but you're gonna want a pack of this. And then I'm just going in with like half a pound of ground beef. We're gonna mix those together. And then of course, for our noodle replacement today, we are going in with these Egglife egg white wraps. You could use these in so many different ways. You could use these as cold for like quick lunches. You can put some deli meats in here. Today we're making them into a lasagna as y'all requested. I have yet to try it, so I'm super excited to give these a try today. I have only tried these cold before. I've never tried them like hot and warm, so I'm excited to see how this tastes today, especially in a lasagna. Y'all said that it is like this is probably the #1 replacement that y'all like as a noodle on keto, low carb lifestyle. So I'm excited to give them a try because I've tried many other ways before. I've tried a lot of different ways to eat a lasagna because I love me some lasagna. Okay, so if this is good, this is probably gonna be my #1 favorite way to give it a try. But I did get 2 packs of these. You can definitely just go in with 1, but I want a couple layers in this lasagna, so I'm going in with 2. I think they have about 8 wraps each, if I'm not mistaken, in here. So yeah, but I found these at Kroger. You could find these, I want to say HEB as well. Just depends on your store. I'll go ahead and link them below for y'all if y'all want to have access to them. But I did find them at my local grocery store where all the eggs are. You can just find them there. All right, so 2 packs of those. Then go in with whatever seasonings you like. I go in with my basic Italian garlic powder, red chili flakes, salt, pepper, all that stuff. Then you're gonna want some no sugar added red sauce. This is probably one of my favorite brands that has no sugar added because it's good, it's affordable. I do like Rails, but Rails is a little pricey. This one's about three and some change. It's really good. And I did get the tomato basil because I want that basil flavor. And then we just have some chopped onion, some chopped garlic, a little grated parmesan, as well as some, you can either go in with mozzarella, but today I'm going in with this Italian style blend shredded cheese. You could get the low fat just to save a little bit more calories. And then I also did get some ricotta cheese because I love ricotta in my lasagna. If you want to skip this, you could skip it, but I love it. And then the egg is to go with the ricotta. But yeah, these are all our ingredients. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so of course we got to start with the sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and saute some onion. I'm gonna add a little avocado oil. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my chopped onion and just saute it for a few minutes. All right, once our onions are translucent, we're gonna go ahead and add in our meat, going in with ground beef, as well as our mild Italian sausage. All right, we're gonna go ahead and break this meat up and let it cook through. And then I usually like to season my meat after it's done cooking, so we'll season it here shortly. By the way, if you don't have this tool, I always recommend it. I love this. This is probably like one of my most used tools because it just comes in handy to break meat apart. My meat is pretty much cooked through and I broke it apart. Now we're gonna go ahead and add in our garlic. And we're gonna go ahead and season. So season with whatever seasonings that you'd like. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of red chili flakes. And then I mainly like to go in with this Italian seasoning and then just some salt and pepper. All right, give that a good mix. Let my garlic cook a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn down my heat because next we're gonna go ahead and add the sauce, but I just don't want it to pop everywhere. So I'm gonna let this simmer down a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and add our no sugar added red sauce of your choice. I like to add a little water and just shake it up, get the excess out. All right, and then we're just gonna go ahead and mix this together. We're gonna let it simmer for a few minutes. While it's simmering, we're gonna go ahead and mix up the ricotta cheese and then start bringing out everything so we can start layering our lasagna. And you do want your oven preheating to 350 degrees. So for the ricotta, I have this 15-ounce container, but I honestly don't need all of this. So I'm just gonna go in with half of this container. We're gonna go ahead and add in our egg. And then I usually just season with some Italian seasoning. And then I'm just gonna give this a good mix until well combined. All right, now we have our ricotta. We're gonna set this to the side. All right, my sauce is done simmering. My oven is preheated. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat and let's start layering our lasagna. Okay, I think maybe a circular pan will probably be easier for this. I don't know, but I really want to use my little square lasagna rectangle pan. I got this at Marshall's or Home Goods last year, and I absolutely love it. I'm so excited to bring out like all my Halloween baking stuff. I have a few items, but we're going to use it when we can, okay? So go ahead and get your lasagna pan, and we're going to go ahead and start layering like a regular lasagna you would do. First, I like to put a little red sauce at the bottom. And I don't know how exactly I'm going to put the Egglife wraps because they are round and they do come layered like this. I think I'm just going to like lay two just like this. And then I'm going to like overlap them. You can cut them down. I don't know. It just depends on what like kind of pan that you're using, I guess. But I'm just going to overlap them just like that. All right. Next, we're going to go in with some ricotta. We're going to spread that. Pretty sure y'all know how to layer a lasagna, but if you don't know how, okay, I'm going to show you. Then we're going to go ahead and layer a Parmesan cheese because I love me some Parmesan. Then you're going to put your shredded cheese. And then we're just going to repeat until we reach the top. And then lastly, I like to just top it off with a little bit more Italian seasoning. And we are going to go ahead and pop this in the oven once you have it layered. This looks so good. I'm so excited. All right, oven at 350. It's going in until it's nice and bubbly. I'll let y'all know the time it takes, but usually about 30 to 45 minutes. Maybe we'll check on it halfway through. My lasagna is done and it has been baking for 30 minutes and it looks absolutely freaking amazing and my house smells even more amazing. Look at how delicious this looks. I'm not even gonna lie, this is probably gonna be the best replacement. Keep in mind these egg wraps do puff up a little bit when you do bake them, so it did drip a little bit, so make sure you have like something under it so you don't it doesn't burn and fall to the bottom, but it should settle once it cools down. But we're gonna go ahead and let this cool off because it needs to cool off before we cut into it and give it a try. But so far, amazing. Looks absolutely delicious. Okay, I let it cool down as much as I could, but I am so ready to cut into this lasagna. We're gonna go ahead and just cut a hearty slice. Oh my God, that looks so good. Get all that cheese and them layers. Look at that. The ricotta, that looks so good. Look at that, you guys. I got my hearty piece of lasagna, and these noodles look like they held up very well. They cut nicely through. I can't wait to give this a try. Let's cut off a piece. Ooh. Look at that, all the cheese and ricotta. Yeah, these look like awesome replacement noodles. The texture looks really good. So let's go ahead and dig in. Let's take a big cheesy bite. Y'all were on to something. This is so good. This is definitely, yeah, this has to be the best lasagna replacement. Especially if you want that real, like, noodle feeling, noodle texture. They hold up great. They don't get mushy. They cut well. They hold up really good. They hold nice flavor. And this is a great way to get in more protein, keep it keto, low carb. It is absolutely delicious, and I can definitely say this. Very filling, very hearty. I highly recommend it. Thank y'all for the recommendation. If y'all have any other recommendations, let me know down in the comments below. But I really hope y'all give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. This is a total game changer, so thank y'all for the recommendation. I have been dying to give it a try, and I'm finally glad I was able to give it a try. And this is probably going to be, from now on, the way that I make my keto low-carb lasagna, because it's so delicious. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you did, and I will see y'all in the next one.